Dedication. This is dedicated to God for giving me the strength and the inspiration to write this book. Note that the events in this book are mostly fictional. Chapter 1, Sheepdogs and Wolves. This story begins with two brothers named Ben and Kevin, raised in a home under a father who would abuse them, molesting them almost daily, beating them unprovoked with whatever he could find, belts, canes, hangers all the way to broken glass. A mother who didn't want to be a mother. She wouldn't feed them on time. She was never caring to them. And she often encouraged the abuse, letting her boyfriend beat them and molest them for her own sick fantasy. And worst of all, she participated in the molestation. In all this, Ben, being the older one, always tried to protect Kevin, but his attempts were always futile. One of those days, when God was moving across the face of the earth looking for a man to use for his new agenda, he found Ben and Kevin, brothers from a hellhole of a house, damaged, angry and losing all faith in humanity. But God saw a spark in them that he could turn into a flame that will burn through the kingdom of darkness. Soldiers who would take the fight to the kingdom of darkness, destroying their plans and bringing salvation all lost souls. One night, while the boys decided to escape, and they had everything planned out, studying the routine of the house, but as they snuck out, their father caught them grabbing onto Kevin's leg, pulling him back and grabbing his neck and strangling him. And Ben, in a desperate attempt to save his brother, carried a kitchen knife and slit his father's throat, killing him instantly. And in the chaos, their mother woke up holding a gun and pointing it at Ben, seeing him with his blood-stained hands, and Kevin attacked her from behind, sticking his thumbs into her eyes, disabling her. Ben got up on her and stabbed her, killing her also, and the boys ran away. Ben and Kevin run to the wilderness, chased by fear, shame, and the pure rush of adrenaline of being free from their parents, captors, oppressors, and jailers. But they could not outrun their minds. The way God took interest in these boys, the devil also saw the potential. The embers of murder and hate is more than enough to turn them to the monsters they could be if they could kill their parents. They can kill anyone for me, but God saw something different, a spark, to defend the oppressed and destroy all those who seek to harm the innocent. Because in this world you are either a sheep, victims and the vulnerable, a wolf, the wicked, murderers, rapists, monsters, or a sheepdog, protectors, defenders, and guides. And as we all know, these boys are never going to be sheep again, but what are they going to be next, wolf or sheepdog?
Chapter 2, The Refining Fire, Part 1. As they traverse the woods away from physical danger, they were not out of the dangers of the spirit realm. The devil sends his demons to tempt them, and God sends his angels to shield them, and now it has become a battle of their minds, to go the way of the wolf or the sheepdog. And now begin the tests. Test 1, Greed. Ben and Kevin run down a rabbit to pacify their hunger, but in their starved state, the devil's agents see an opportunity. They whisper to the brothers, "Kill your brother and keep the rabbit to yourself." And in a hunger-filled rage, they went at each other, punching, kicking, biting, and scratching, all for the taste of raw rabbit. Ben, being the older and stronger brother, overpowered Kevin, reaching for a rock, and as he was about to bash his face, God's agents held his hand in place, reminding both of them of their memories, telling them, "You didn't come this far to kill each other. You fight for each other, not each other." The boys sobbed, crying at the fact that they had been filled with so much hate and rage that were over a damn rabbit. Test 2, Pride. When the boys had lived in the woods a while by living on wild berries and small critters, the likes of snakes, squirrels, rabbits, and one day even a lucky doe, and when they snuck up on the animal and slit its throat with a makeshift rock, i.e. sharpened rocks, and Kevin was the better hunter of the two, and it got into his head he started keeping a larger share of the spoils. He started disrespecting Ben and talking down to him, saying, "You are too slow and you are too big. You should sit your sorry self down and get out of my way. I don't need you anymore." The devil's agents had infiltrated his heart, causing him to have pride, and this will cost him dearly. The brothers always hunted as a pair, and one day, Kevin, in his arrogance, he went on a solo hunt to hunt a doe, and as he went on the hunt, he spotted one, but he couldn't just jump on it. He had to stalk it patiently, sneaking through the bush, avoiding every twig and dry leaf, being as silent as possible, staying downwind so the doe wouldn't even smell him coming. And as he got between killing distance of his target, he heard a growl behind him, and as he turned to see what was behind him, he felt a viscous bit on his shoulder, threw him into a tree. It was a grizzly bear, literally, a missile covered in fur, a bone. Muscle and hate launched itself at Kevin, but he was fast. Kevin caught it with a knife to the eye of the bear, but that only pissed this beast off, and with its big paw slashed at Kevin's face, damaging his left eye. Kevin was in a hopeless situation. His arm was broken. He had lost an eye, and worst of all, his spirit was crushed. But God gave him a brother. Ben heard the fight and charged the bear, screaming. Like a caveman, the bear charged back, and as they got to each other, the bear stood on its hind legs over 12 feet tall. This was a monster. But Ben was unfazed. He readied himself for the pounce, and as the bear fell to kill him, he launched at the bear's heart to kill it, using the bear's weight against it. Ben stabbed with all his might, even when the blade was completely inside. Ben stabbed deeper down until his entire arm was inside the bear's chest, killing the beast. But his brother was wounded. The arm could be fixed, but his eye was forever gone, and with this loss, his life will change. He will have to depend on the very man he had been overlooking, had been the guy to save his life. But on the bright side, they had a literal 1,000-pound animal for sustenance, and you must be wondering how they survived in the woods without any formal training. While they were in the hell hole of their family, they were starved from time to time, and they used the opportunity to learn the art of the hunt, killing birds, lizards, and even rats, and their suffering proved to be their preparation for the greatest time of their lives, a journey of pain and glory. 2 choices, 2 destinations, evil or good, God or the devil, and everything in between.
To Chapter 3, The Refining Fire, Part 2. Test 3, The Unending Night. A dark night, longer than most. The trees looked alive. The ground moved around them. It seemed like a fever dream. The sky seemed to be falling and rising at the same time. And when you looked into the abyss, it looked back at you, and there was the literal spirit of dread in the forest, chasing the brothers in their minds. In the woods, screaming at the top of its voice. Run, boys, run, death is coming for you, run, boys, run. The voice sounded like it was far, near, and all around them. The boys ran for hours but couldn't outrun this terror. They cried for help, begging if anyone to save them, and eventually they found a cave to at least try to hide from this evil. And little Kevin cried under his vice for God to save them, for they had defeated bears and evil. But their sharpened rocks couldn't save them this time. Their youthful vigor couldn't save them tonight, and even their brotherhood couldn't even save them, for they knew that this villain wasn't physical. Their weapons were mere annoyances. To this spirit, by God, heard their prayer and sent a legion to save them, and a great battle will commence. Because as God sends his legion, the devil will send an army. Devils outnumbered the angels, 10 to 1, fighting heavily through this endless night. Devils running at them wave after wave, like the banzai charges of WW2 by the Japanese, into the machine guns of US Marines, getting torn apart. But tonight it was demons running into the swords, hatchets and guns, because who said angels don't carry iron? Both sides took casualties, but for every angel that fell, 14 took its place. The boys hunkering down in fear and awe of this great battle. Goosebumps moved all over. Then in admiration of the courage and skill of this legion. And when the battle was done, the skies cleared with the breaking of the dawn, revealing the losses and damage of the battle angel, the missing limbs, loosing blood, and others were dead, for the adversary was great. But with the Lord's strength, as in the great war of heaven, they were victorious, screaming their victory. Chant, to him who sits on the throne and unto the Lamb be ye glory and honor and power forever. The boys were fascinated by their bravery and skills. and wanted to be a part of this legion, and they approached the leader of this legion named Michael, asking him to be a part of his legion. But he was rejected, saying, "Boys, you can't be on this legion, but there's a place for you in our ranks. It's an army of men to enforce the will of God on the earth, and they are called Special Intelligence Executive, aka the Fishers." Chapter 4, The Road to War. In this legion of fishers, the men were trained in the art of spiritual warfare, using the weapons of heaven, guns, blades, tomahawks, and even their own hands. Their roles were sabotage, extraction, undercover infiltration, surveillance, and escape and evasion. Basically, they're the James Bond of the spirit realm, and their mandate is to covertly sabotage the activities of the kingdom of darkness and make sure that they cannot achieve their goals. The OGs of this unit were the apostles' men who sacrificed it all to spread the gospel, sneaking into countries, raising churches, running operations from prison like Paul, prison breaks like Peter, and literally cheating death like John, and the greatest fisher of all time, Jesus Christ, the Son of God. He literally sacrificed his human life to open the portal for man and God to be reunited and save the souls of men from eternal damnation and give them a chance to spend eternity with God. Basically, Jesus Christ is better than Superman. You may ask why, because Superman saves your life. Jesus Christ gives you life. Man can't give you life. These were the legends that Ben and Kevin had to strive to be. Their training was geared towards their ethos, though he slay me, meaning that they were willing to die before they let one soul go to the kingdom of darkness. The boys excelled in all they were taught. Kevin was more of a spy. He specialized in infiltration. He could get into an enemy's camp, make friends with the enemy, and get information from them and get out without getting detected. And he was so good that he could do to the same camp over and over again without getting caught. Ben, on the other hand, was more of a soldier. He was good in all forms of weaponry, guns, swords, tomahawks, and even hand-to-hand. These skills the boys had weren't just taught at training. They had learned it from childhood, from Ben having to fight of his father from his brother, and in this built resilience and anger, and the fisherman turned it into drive. And for Kevin, being weak, was cunning enough to deceive his classmates, convincing them to give him food, live with them, and even steal from them without raising any suspicion. And the fishers turned a lying thief to a master infiltrator. And with these skills, they would become a powerful duo that wreak havoc and distress the enemy. Chapter 5, Mirage Island. A land where dying men look alive and poor men look rich, and good looks bad, and war looks like peace and freedom, is indeed total bondage. This land was controlled by evil princes, giving men their heart desires and taking their hearts, filling up their souls with pleasure, and then giving them all the riches of the world, and yet with never-ending pockets to fill. Some called it Mirage Island, but for those who escaped it was called the Land of Empty Men. And this was the fishers' main area of operations. Their job was to infiltrate every layer of society on the island, from the common man to the highest-ranking government official, to maximize their ability to sabotage the princes. Dawn, two demons running and panting heavily. These guys won't let up. We need to reach the safe house and secure the master. They were being chased by a fisher named Daniel, and his job was to find the master and kill him, but he needed to capture these couriers for interrogation, but he was compromised. Fisher command, this is Delta. I have eyes on the couriers I need. Backup shots are traded back, and forth as the chase intensified. Daniel managing to wound one of the demons in the arm. Something feels off, and before he could think, the trap had sprung. Multiple demons appeared on the roofs with guns and arrows and immediately started shooting at him. Daniel managed to dodge the volley of fire, dashing into an alleyway, running left and right as bullets and arrows whistled past him until he ran into a dead end. And as Daniel prepared to make a last stand, drawing his pistol as he whispered the famed Fisher's motto, though he slay me, as the demons closed in, the unarmed came over the wall and Ben reached down, grabbing him over the wall. To a car as Kevin, providing cover, fired to the others, telling them to get into a car that they had tactically acquired and speeding off out of sight. Although the island was infested with demons, the angel Michael had annexed small pockets of land for the fishers to use as safe havens that even the princes won't dare enter. They were called 91 houses, referencing Psalms 91. The boys were frustrated. They had been on the island for weeks trying to find the master, to no avail. Their asset got compromised and had to extracted with his family, and with the little intel they gathered, they tracked down the couriers, and now that link was gone. What do we do now? We are definitively compromised. How do we track him now? Ben asked, but Daniel replied, "I don't worry, Ben. I placed a tracker on one of the bastards before the ambush. We'll find him." Kevin staying up all night monitoring the tracker, and while Ben was on watchmaking, while Daniel tending to sprained ankle, but also tending to the woods of this war for over 20 years. Daniel had fought this war, losing many friends along the way. He had lost his entire four-man team on a hit to find the master 10 years ago. The team breached the structure, and as they came out with the master, they got ambushed by a sniper, picking them off one by one, and even as they managed to take him out, the last one was captured and executed, and the master was retrieved. One of the men on the team was an apostle by the name Ken, his best friend and mentor. Daniel was the only survivor there that day, only because Ken decided to split up the team and take the master with him to avoid any attention on his young friend. And it haunts him always. He had risen to the rank of bishop, leading his clergy-ranked brothers, and he had almost gotten these boys killed by taking an ambush straight to them. As Daniel lied down, lost in thought, Kevin ran into the room. "Sir, I have a location for the couriers, sir." Daniel got up, saying to himself in his deep, cracked baritone voice, "No rest for the wicked, let's go, boys." Mission 1, the gentleman's establishment. The team had tracked down that demon to a strip club called the Forbidden Fruit. It also served as a safe house for demon agents to hide out until the air was clear, and that's where the team was headed. They were going to infiltrate the safe house, but they were compromised, so they would need to make a plan to remain undetected. So first change, they did their surveillance. They had discovered that the patrons of this place wore party masks, so they got masked up. Next, they needed to find the owner of this safe house, which we will call the gentleman. To do that, they needed to look for the concierge, who was the gentleman's right-hand man. And the easiest way to do that will be to cause chaos, start a fight, if you will. The concierge comes to settle the fight. We befriend him by being the reasonable one of the two, and from there get close to him, know what he knows, and get him to spill without even realizing it, or just use our hacking software to get into his phone. And if that doesn't work, kidnap him and interrogate him for what he knows about the gentleman, and then capture and interrogate the gentleman for what he knows. And now you must be asking, why aren't we just going after the demon that we tracked to the safe house? Good point. It is because the demon knows who we are and will be harder to catch. And it will necessitate a full-scale raid to go in and grab him. Plus it would ruining the whole operation, making the master harder to find. And secondly, the gentleman is more higher up the food chain than some courier agent, and will be able to give the team more relevant information on finding the master. Kevin, Delta 1, this is Delta 2. I am in the sandbox. How copy? Daniel, roger that. Delta 2, Delta 3, are you in position? Ben, yes sir, in position for hot extract. Daniel, good copy. All stations execute on my mark. 3, 2, 1. What is wrong with you? Are you mad? Why are you with this man? As Kevin starts a fight with one of the VIP's girls. I don't even know you, weirdo. Don't touch me, the girl says, pushing Ben's arm off her. Hey, little bro, get lost, said the VIP with a smirk on his face, and Kevin grabs him by the shirt. You say that again, you little... What? As he feels a tap on his shoulder. Concierge. Sir, there are too many girls to choose from over here. Leave the cheating. Stinking whore and follow me. Kevin, who are you? Concierge. I am the concierge of this place, and I am at your service. Kevin. Oh, really? That means you know where the good stuff is? Yeah. Concierge chuckles softly. Oh, yes, I do. I run the place for the gentleman. Kevin, must be a neat job having access to all the product. Concierge. You're a funny guy, mister. I don't know what to call you, sir. Kevin, call me Cole. Mr. Cole. Concierge. All right, Mr. Cole, what kind of product would you like? Kevin, I like the ones with the heavies holding his chest. Concierge, you're gonna make me laugh too much today, Mr. Cole. Kevin, and you make good company, Mr. Concierge. What's your name, sir? Concierge, I am Mr. Roberts. Kevin, I think we would make good friends, Mr. Roberts. Mr. Roberts, I hope so too. Later that evening. Kevin, Delta 1, this is Delta 2, mission successful. Danielle, good job, Delta 2. Ben, nice brother, I taught you well. Kevin, oh really, meathead, just be at the pickup site. Ben, and if I don't? Daniel, cut it out, boys, return to base. Ben and Kevin, chuckles, roger that. Please like and subscribe. Mission 2, Trojan Horse. Just a month after Kevin had befriended Mr. Roberts, they become so close that he knew his family, and he had already identified multiple demon agents and made friends with them, and even planted listening devices in his office and gathered conversations between the concierge and the gentleman, but nothing about the master. Daniel, anything on the master yet? Ben, nothing, sir, but we do have info on demon agent movement in the safe house. Daniel, we don't need that. We need to know if they know anything about the master, so we can drop the hammer on these guys. Ben, Kevin is working to get more info out of Roberts. Daniel, how far has he gone with him? Ben, he is about going to set up a business meeting with Roberts. Tonight, hopefully he can meet up with the gentleman. Daniel, very good, he'd better pull this off because this could be our last shot. Midnight at the Forbidden Fruit. Mr. Roberts, how's it, Mr. Cole? Did you enjoy yourself last night? Hope you had fun. Kevin, if she was a nicey treat, I'm gonna keep that one. He literally only talked to her and helped her escape relax. Mr. Roberts, come on, sir, you're gonna put us out of business. Kevin, I'm paying, am I not? Mr. Roberts, all right, keep him, but that's the last one. Kevin, no problem, I have enough to start my own strip club anyway. Both laugh. Mr. Roberts, all good, Mr. Cole, you wanted to see me. Kevin, yes, I wanted to do business with the club. I have liquor to sell to your business. The best wine in all of this realm, brother, sourced from Baal himself. Handing Mr. Roberts a forged, handwritten recommendation. Mr. Roberts, wow. If he is saying this, I believe I will relay this to the gentleman. Kevin, I want to meet him now. Mr. Roberts, I can't do that. No one meets the gentleman. Kevin, no, tell him his biggest client has come to do business. He will respond. Mr. Roberts, you can't see the gentleman. You can only see me. Kevin, all right, I'll do business with you. Mr. Roberts, excellent, Mr. Roberts, let's do business. The next day at the safe house, the agents deliberate on how to identify the gentleman. Daniel, damn it, you couldn't get the identity. Kevin, I was able to close, though, so we still have a chance. Ben, how do we get the liquor, though? Daniel, I'll sort that out. HQ can get that delivered to us within the day. Ben, I can put surveillance on Mr. Roberts. I might be able to find out who he reports to and probably hack his phone. Kevin, good, if I do it, I won't be able close without drawing suspicion. Danielle, good job, boys, get to it. Hopefully we can discover the gentleman before the meet date. I'll sort out the liquor issue. 2 weeks later, the surveillance yielded nothing. Mr. Roberts wasn't seen reporting to anyone, and security was too tight so they couldn't hack the phone. Daniel, Delta 2, this is Delta 1 at the meet site. We're going. Snatch him as soon as you make contact. Let us know when you do. Ben, roger that, boss. Finally, something in my speciality standing by. Kevin, all right, brother, let's close the deal. Mr. Roberts. Hello, Mr. Cole. You said you got a note from Bell, right? Kevin. Yes. Mr. Roberts. Well, I have someone you may want to see. Bell. Well, look what we have here if it isn't one of the Fishers. Kevin. I don't understand. What kind of lamest name is that? I don't know what you're talking about. Mr. Roberts. You will soon enough. While putting a bag over Kevin's head. Daniel. Delta 2, this is Delta 1, radio check over. Ben, it'd been over 30 minutes of radio silence. What's going on? Daniel. Incoming. As an RPG, rocket-propelled grenade. Struck just right beside the vehicle where Ben was knocking him unconscious. Daniel. Ben, wake up, damn it, as Daniel skates Ben's body. Bullets fly past his head, and ears ring as gunfire is exchanged. Daniel and Ben are surrounded, taking fire in their vehicle. Daniel tries to put up a fight, killing multiple demons agents, until he takes a round, in the gut, still fighting back to the last round, losing blood and losing ammo. Daniel makes one final call to Fisher Command for backup, but the radio was shot. One could say they were cooked. Thump, as the buttstock of an assault rifle knocks Daniel out. Sorry for the misspelling, concierge, in the previous chapters. Please like and subscribe. The lone wolf dies. The city in chaos. Death and smoke filled the air. People run frantically. Like headless chickens, sirens go off in the distance, and as the smoke clears on Ben's unconscious body with his head on the steering wheel and the continuous sound of the horn blasting in his ear finally woke him up. A busted face and a bleeding nose added the horror of the scene. Ben looking to his left for Daniel. He was nowhere to be found. He looked down, grabbing a pistol from where Daniel sat, checking the chamber if it was. Loaded, it was empty. Did he fight to his last round? Ben thought to himself, is he dead? Where is my brother? Did he make it out? But the sound of frantic footsteps broke him from his train of thought, and as Ben saw a demon agent rushing towards him, quickly reloading and killing him, and as he got out of the vehicle, a sharp pinging sound rung in. His ear, the overpressure of the blast had messed him up. His ears were bleeding. Even he got to the back seat and found a rifle and a radio and called for backup. Yes, Ben. Fisher Command, this is Delta 3 radio check over. Fisher Command, good copy Delta 3. What's your status? I've been trying to raise you on comms. Give me a sitrep situation report. Ben, I'm wounded but stable, but the rest of my team is MIA, missing in action. Fisher Command, it will take us a while to get you some backup. Sure you can hold that long? Ben, I need to rescue my team now. We can't wait for backup. Are there any other avenues that I can use to rescue my team? Fisher Command, well, there's one. Go to the 91 house 300 meters east of you. There's a weapons depot there. Go there and receive some aid from Holy Spirit. He will fix you up and guide you to your team. Ben, good copy, sir. I knew I can count on you. Fisher Command, roger that. Happy hunting. We at the gentleman's estate. Daniel and Kevin tied up opposite each other in a cell, stinking with shit and piss, and demon guards patrolling every block. Electric. Interrogator, see what you cause your friend talk. Tell me who you are, as another jolt of electricity is passed into Kevin's body as Daniel could only watch. In Daniel's mind, he had failed his team again. Ben was dead and Kevin was being tortured. It should be me, not them, he said to himself. But he had to compose himself. He couldn't blow his cover. Daniel, I'm sorry, sir, we aren't those pesky Fishers. We were only there as his bodyguards. If you didn't buy the con, I don't know nothing about no fisherman. Sorry about the wrong reference, but we only wanted to sell you some liquor. It's good, man. Trust me. No need for all this. Interrogator, how can I trust you when your friend lied to my boss, jolting Kevin electricity? Daniel, come on, man. I'm sorry, just forget about the deal. We will repay. You just don't hurt us, man. There's nothing more. We really had the booze. We can take you to our warehouse. Just let us go. We'll even give you all of it. Just let us go. Interrogator, what do you take us for? You think we need your stupid liquor? I'm gonna make you feel pain in ways you can't believe, you fool. Laughing to himself manically as he reached for a set of pliers. Daniel, Please, men, what do you want? Interrogator laughs. The satisfaction of hearing your plea. For death as you cry in pain. Interrogator. Ha 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 ha. Daniel. No, so. Ben arrives at the 91 house. The Holy Spirit ready, with a chair and stitches for his wounds and lots of guns to pick from. Holy Spirit code. Jesus Christ. This was because demon agents can't say the name. Jesus Christ, the OG Fisher and most feared of all. Holy Spirit, very well, come in, son. Ben, I need to rescue my team. Sir, give me guns. Holy Spirit, calm down, boy. You can't take over Mirage Island with a busted head. He laughing to himself. Ben, sir, it's a desperate situation. They could be dead. Holy Spirit, if they were dead, I would know. I know all and see all, remember. Ooh, sorry. You took a bit of a tumble. Laughing to himself again. I'm too funny. Ben, all right, sir. What do I do to save them? Holy Spirit, that's why I chose you. Ben, you don't fear and you have a big heart. You have mind-blowing injuries. Chuckers, sorry, and you still care for your teammates. Ben, yes, sir, I do care, especially for my brother. He's all I have left. Holy Spirit, you guys have seen a lot together. Abuse, war, wild animal attacks. Impressive kill, by the way. Not many men can say. They have killed a bear with a sharpened rock. That drive and daring is what makes you a great operative. But it may kill you if you're not careful. Many agents have died all because they went ahead of themselves. Son, if you want to go far, don't rely on your skills alone. Ask for guidance, son. Ben, all right, sir, will do. Holy Spirit, good, all fixed up, grab a gun or two and go and save your teammates. Ben, no tactical advice or anything? Holy Spirit. Oh, Ben, son, you make me laugh. Chuckles get it. Benson? Anyways, Ben, I don't need to teach you how to kill those demon scum, do I? Ben, no, sir. Holy Spirit, then go win. Fades to black. The Great Escape. The screams of tortured men and smell of blood filled the atmosphere of the cell. Daniel and Kevin kneeling side by side. Kevin's skin charred from electric shock. Daniel's fingers bleeding from his fingernails getting pulled out. But they weren't deterred. Kevin had stolen a scalpel while Daniel was being tortured, studying the patterns of the guards to find the perfect time to escape. Daniel, how are you doing, son? Kevin, messed up, but we are gonna make it. Daniel, but we are gonna have to fight our way out of here. It's too fortified. You sure you can keep up? Kevin, I'm not the one with bleeding fingers, huh? Daniel, chuckles. Oh, really? You're gonna mock me in our darkest hour? Kevin, don't take it personal. Annoying you makes me feel better. And it's your darkest hour, not mine. I can take this. You're too old. Laughs. Daniel, laughs, you have forgotten your manners. I'm gonna have to beat manners into you when we get out of here. Kevin, if we get out of here. Daniel, chuckles. Who's the weak one now, huh? Don't worry about it, son. Kevin, I mean you, old man. I know I am good to go. You, on the other hand, are too slow. Daniel, smartass. Both laugh. Back at the 91 house, Ben and the Holy Spirit prepare for the rescue, analyzing the maps of the estate. Ben, I don't even know how we can enter the estate without all. Out chaos. It's barricaded on the front gate with patrols everywhere. It's going to be a big fight, sir. The Holy Spirit. Ben, there's a back entrance through the tree line over here. He said, smiling. The patrols don't cover there. Ben, why don't they? Holy Spirit. It's the maze nothing passes. Because when you go in, the forest tempts you. It distracts you with satisfaction and an unusual happiness. To those inside, it's sunshine and rainbows with pretty blossoms, but to those outside, it is a wasteland with dried out trees everywhere you looked, keeping you in a never-ending cycle trying to find your way out. Even fishes don't go in without me. Ben, that means you're coming then. Holy Spirit, I thought you will never ask. I'll get you to the estate and keep the monsters at bay, but you have. Be careful, you are going to the estate. Alone, but call if you need backup or extract. Night falls, the Holy Spirit drives Ben through the maze, As they drive by, Ben bears witness to scores of lost souls, hopelessly trying to make their way back home. All they have to do is call me in. You know I'll help them. They just need to call me. The Holy Spirit says, but they think they can make it on their own. Let me tell you something, Ben. Everyone in this island, or in this maze, chooses to be here. Our job is to find and save those who don't want to be here. Remember, Ben, that this place is locked from the inside. Ben, well, boss, I never knew you to be such a softy. Holy Spirit laughs. Ooh, shut up. I'm the guy who teases, not you. Stay in your lane, son. Ben, all right, sir. Holy Spirit, good luck. Ben moves from the tree line to the main estate, stealthily taking out guards, slitting throats, and doming guys with suppressed shots until he got to the prison cells. Kevin, who's there? As a body drops as Ben peeks his head out. Kevin, oh God, thank you, we are saved, men. Yo, Daniel, wake up. Daniel, thank God, men, I told you, Kevin, we are getting out. Ben, I'm just here for Kevin. I don't know who you are. Daniel, what? The brothers look at each other and laugh. Ben, all right, time to bust you ladies out, no time for a emotional reunion, you queers. Daniel, whatever, man. The boys carried enemy weapons and started making their way to extract. Ben, Holy Spirit, this is Delta 3, requesting immediate extract at the north entrance. Holy Spirit, sure you don't want to do some self-reflecting in there. Ben, come on, man, not now. Kevin, contact front. Bullets whiz by from a machine gun position in the hallway, hitting Daniel in the leg. The boys shoot back, but it was too fortified. Ben throws a smoke grenade, crawls through the smoke, and chucks a grenade in there, taking out the position. Ben put on his quad nods, the Four Eyes night optic device or night vision. Daniel, this is bad. Maybe you guys are right. Leave me behind. I got you into this mess. Kevin, no bro, you're gonna be fine. Ben, so he's your bro now, huh? I might have to leave you behind. Daniel, to be honest, I just don't want to have to deal with your smart asses again. Another round flies past. Their heads, the guards are trying to surround them as the team maneuver from one position to another as they try to return fire. They drop a few of the guards, and as they get in sight of the extract point and attack, a helicopter appears and strafes them, barely missing them. The team is surrounded, taking fire from all sides. Their ammo running low, the men brace themselves for the inevitable. And as in the alleyway at the start of their mission, they remember their ethos, though he slay me. But Ben remembered, they just have to call me. Ben, Holy Spirit, this is Delta 3. I need extract now, please. Holy Spirit, thought you'll never ask. As a rocket takes out the helicopter and multiple Fisher agents storm the castle, killing all the guards, but no master or gentleman was found. 2 months pass, and the team was able to gain intel that Mr. Roberts was the gentleman and that he was transporting the master between safe houses in an attempt to remain undetected. But this will prove to be a grave mistake. Alpha 1, Delta 1 is your team in position. Daniel, yes, Alpha 1, we are here, just herd them to us. Ben, like sheep to the slaughter. Alpha 1, copy Delta 1, Alpha 2, hit it. Whom Delta team's vehicle crashes the lead vehicle of Mr. Roberts' convoy, and as his driver tries to reverse Alpha team's vehicle rams the rear of their vehicle, boxing them in. Their guards try to fight back, but they are dispatched before they know what's up. The interrogator and the master were the only ones to survive the ambush. The gentleman was killed by Ben with a swift strike of his tomahawk to his head, uttering the words, "This is for Kevin." And as the interrogator was thrown into the back of the van, he set his eyes on Daniel, scared to see the men he tortured, and now it was him in the cage. As they got back to base, they began interrogating him, and this was what they found. The master was revealed as not a device or a man, but both almost like an AI designed to control the island, and he spoke. The master, "You can't kill me, for I am more than a man, I am a system. A system you cannot control. A system born out of the fall of man, I am self. And I am backed by the most powerful thing after God. Free will, but I warp this power. to not do its initial role of loving their father, but to love their sinful nature. That's what powers this place. Man's insatiable desire to please self, and guess what? I can't be pleased. I always want more, and that's why they never leave and are trapped, not by us, but their own selfish desire. Me, I am them and they are me. Ha 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 ha. Holy Spirit. Oh, you were talking. Sorry, you're too boring. I fell asleep. You forget there is a cure to your little party trick, love. Love conquers all. It conquered you at the cross and has been ever since. Persecutions, death, jail, and everything in between has tried to stop us and have fallen into the toilet. Remember, they just have to call and they are saved, boy. As the Holy Spirit walks out the door, the Master. And what if they don't call? I'll take them. The Holy Spirit. Complete the sentence, boy. You will take them down with you. You are going down, boy. It's just a matter of time. Laughs heavily.